So, it is on with the relegations, and Shrewsbury could be announced relegation after this match day. Hi again, it's me. Today we're doing my EFL matchday 42 predictions. It's the final EFL matchday weekend before the Easter period. Everyone's really like to play as against at least 5 6 day, really nice. Make sure you subscribe as we're trying to get ourselves up to 200 subs by Easter. We get over doing 2 things gold. No mess about the Thursday night. Crew to control now in League 2. Yeah, it's a good game to watch really last time I met. I don't know when, but it was a good game really, I bet it was. We have a really good game to watch really. Crew are, they're slipping really because they lost 2-0 to Bradford, and Bradford are on top of the table, and Tottenham have lost like 4 in a row. It could be 5 in a row, but Tottenham's got nothing to play for really. They're going to come to be mid-table for another season in League 2, so I really think I think a 2-1 win to Crew for this one. And into the Friday nights now, Notts County doing Salford now. It's a good game to watch really. Notts County are going to be in the playoffs. They're fine for the playoffs and may probably be fine for automatics. And for Salford, yeah, they're 11th place. They are. They're 11th, but they are all right really. They're going to get to the playoffs. It's going to be 7th, but they're going to be around 8th or 11th. But I have it's going to be a very tight one. It's going to be a very tight fence. 1-1 draw. But then to Burnley to ugly now, and the Championship really got to kick off now. Last time I met, it was at Carrow Road. Burnley won 2-1. Burnley, and Burnley draw 0-0 to Derby on the aggregate scoreline between them and Derby. 0-0 it was. No goals scored in that game. No goals conceded for Burnley. Just nothing. Just all out 0-0 when they met Derby this season. But they have no messing around with Burnley because Burnley are down to second, but they are still in that title fight with Leeds. But I do think it'll be Leeds and Burnley that'll beat in the top 2. I think that Burnley will probably comfortably beat Norwich here. I think a 3-1 win to Burnley for this one. As in the Plymouth take on Sheffield United now in the 12:30 lunchtime kickoffs. Yeah, Plymouth have got destroyed 3-0 to Swansea, but beat it 2-1, but beat it ugly 2-1 on the weekend. But yep, it's going to be a game to watch really. Sheffield United lost 2 in a row. Yes. Well, to be honest, I wonder how the heck are they in the top on the automatic or title fight really. How are they out there? I don't know. But yep, it's been a game to watch really. I remember last year, it was a Friday night between Plymouth and Leicester. Plymouth beat Leicester 1-0 to pull off a massive upset. I think that's going to happen again. I think that Plymouth will beat Sheffield United here. 1-0 win to Plymouth. But then to Leeds against Preston now. It was a game to watch really. Last time we had Preston, I think that Leeds probably won. But I remember one of the games that they played. It was on Boxing Day 2023, and Preston beat the Leeds 2-1 in a big upset really. Or was it an upset? No, they're both fine, but Preston, they have nothing to play for as well, really. 16th place. Drawn through to Cardiff on Tuesday night, and I mean, it's going to make a game to watch, really. I think that Leeds, they need to get another win just so they can be in deep of the title and the top 2 secure. I really think a 2-0 win to Leeds for this one. As in the League 1 now, Wigan taking Wrexham now, it's W against W. And here's the thing. Wigan, if they beat Wrexham, Birmingham's champions. So, yeah, Wrexham, yeah, it's hard to say really for Wrexham, but they lose, Birmingham's champions, if they win, yeah, who knows, but it's a really good game to watch really. Wigan, 18th. I think they'll be alright. I don't think they'll go down. I don't think he'll be below than 19th. So I think he'll be fine, Wigan. And Wrexham, I think Wigan could actually hold Wrexham on, really. I think a 2-2 draw. But then to Wycombe against Stevenage now. Wycombe are down to 3rd. But 1 against Huddersfield. 1-0 in the midweek. And yep, last night it was, I think, 3-2 win to Wycombe, and Richard Cohn scored 2 goals and missed a penalty. Very impressive for Richard Cohn. And now rumours that Richard Cohn could be signed for Ipswich Town, so Who knows? Who really knows? But yeah, it's a good game to watch, really. Stevenage, 14th. I think they're alright for another season. But I think Wickham win, then they could be back in it because I have been. Yeah, I think that Wickham may probably beat Stevenage here. I think a 2-1 win to Wickham for this one. As we're into League 2 now, Doncaster there's someone now. It's 4th versus 5th. Yeah, it's a good game to watch, really. This is going to be a big clash because whoever wins, I think they're going to be finishing below the winner and probably be in the playoffs. And Doncaster had a chance to overtake Walsall for a couple of hours, but they could make it permanent for like a week. But yeah, who knows, really? It's a good game to watch, really. Doncaster, they play again on Tuesday night, so I got the club in my fancy team to get some extra points. But yeah, by having Doncaster, we'll probably have a good fight, but I haven't really know. I think that'll be goals. I think a 3-2 win to Doncaster for this one. As in the Swindon and Bradford now, Swindon. I know they beat Walsall, who were top of the table, 1-0 like last month. Can they do it again against Bradford, who are top of the table? Can they pull it off? But I know Bradford had like the best atmosphere against Crewe on Saturday. One of the best ones for Bradford in League Two all this season. But will they bring that atmosphere to County Ground at Swindon in the weekend? But if I were in the game to watch, really, Swindon, they'll be alright for another League Two season. Could they go on for a late playoff push? Or are they just too late now? But I really think it might be too late now. But I think they will not be. I think they won't care. 2 or draws on the cards. Yeah, we're still turning it around. We climbed in League 2 with 3 kickoffs. Morecambe taking Carlisle now. It's the bottom of the EFL clash. Last we met, Morecambe won against Carlisle on it was Boxing Day in the bottom of the EFL clash. And it's another bottom of the EFL clash. And most people were expecting to be a bottom against top of the table clash. Not because both of them are bottom and whoever loses is going to be getting relegated, like, first. And yeah, Morecambe, they need a win here. This is probably a must-win game for Morecambe or Carlisle. And yeah, both of them need wins fast, because if they don't, they're probably going to get relegated. But Carlisle went up with an important win against Newport while being 2-0 down. Very impressive for Carlisle. And with Morecambe really doing quite good. They're doing quite decent, but it's going to be extremely tight. I mean, the goalkeepers will be on fire, and the defenders. 0-0 draw. It's going to be fire. Then the Port Vale taking Bromley now. Port Vale up to second, over to Walsall. Bromley hit 4 past Accrington. Michael kicked with a brace. Last minute, it was a 0-0 draw, and both teams came from two separate divisions. And at Bromley, they will be in League 2 for another season, but could they go on to get to the playoffs? I don't know, but who knows, really? But could they get it? But I think next season maybe, but I don't know. But it'll be a good game to watch, really. I think there'll be another goals. I think another 2-2 draw for this one. As in the Barrow taking Walsall now. Walsall lost 3-2 to Port Vale, and all the goals from that Port Vale game when Walsall played last Saturday, all goals came from the first half. And for Barrow beat Walsall MK Duns 3-0 on the weekend. Yeah, Barrow up to 15th. I think they'll be alright for another season. I think comfortably Walsall might be going out to the top 3 for the first time since November. And I have a feeling it could potentially happen here. Barrow could pull off a massive upset here. A 2-1 win to Barrow. Then the Accrington will climb in now. It's a massive clash in the bottom 4. Well, the bottom 4 all out playing each other. And yep, it is so tight. But Climber, I think they're gonna be alright, really. Accrington. I'm starting to get worried of Accrington, really, because if they get relegated and the National League or EA Sports FC doesn't get licensed for the National League in FC 26, they'll be out of the FC. for FC26. So, yep, it's going to be a very tight one, really, to be honest. I mean, it's going to be a very tight one, but I really think it'll be a good game to watch, really. It's going to be very tight. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, but it'll be a really tight one, really. And then the League One now, with Bristol Rovers taking Exeter now. Bristol Rovers, everyone is saying, you're the last one, complete the mission. Or could they? But if they lose and Shrewsbury lose, Shrewsbury's relegated. So, yep, Bristol Rovers only needs to bet it up. Shrewsbury, they will survive another day of relegated if they can better Bristol Rovers' result. That's what they need to do. But I don't think that'll happen, really. I have a feeling that Bristol Rovers may probably beat Exeter here. They were very tight. I think a 1-0 win to Bristol Rovers for this one. And then Stockport taking Rotherham now. Stockport up to 4th. I really think they're going to be in the playoffs. What a win it was against Exeter. 2-0 it was on the weekend, last weekend. But I have a feeling it's going to be a game to watch. The last time it was 1-1. And Rotherham beat Bolton 1-0 in the midweeks. So it's going to be very catchy to watch, really. But I have a feeling it's going to be extremely tight. I mean, it's going to be an extremely tight 1-1 draw, but it'll be quite entertaining. But then the Barnsley taking Bolton now. Barnsley. Yeah, let's just say they're not going to get into the playoffs. End of story. End of story. They're not getting into the playoffs. End of story. End of story. And for Bolton, yeah, Bolton lost 1-0 to Rotherham in the midweek, but I really think they'll probably return to winning ways. I think they'll be fighting back into the playoffs, or try to get back into the playoffs. I think a 3-1 win to Bolton for this one. But Lincoln is against Shrewsbury now. Like I say, Shrewsbury will be down after that Bristol Rovers 1-0 win, I said. So, yep, Shrewsbury will already be down, really. But, yep, they're down in League 2 for the first time since 2015. And I haven't really been a game to watch, really. But I think that Lincoln will probably beat Shrewsbury here. I think a 2-0 win to Lincoln. Shrewsbury will be heading down to League 2. Then the Burton taking Huddersfield now. It's a good game to watch, really. Huddersfield lost 1-0 to Wickham. Huddersfield is not going to get in the playoffs. It's going to be 6th place, really, for Huddersfield. If they're going to get to the playoffs, they will be finishing 6th if they get to the playoffs. But Burton, last night it was a 1-1 draw, so could we see a replay of that? But imagine Burton bowled us off, but Huddersfield would probably beat them. I think a 3-1 win to Huddersfield for this one. Then to the Championship 3 o'clock kickoffs now. Cardiff taking Stoke now. It's a rival clash, really. It's 20th versus 22nd. I think it's 22nd against 20th. So I could see this be a League One match next season, but it's going to be very tight, really. It is extremely tight, and almost everyone between 17th and 24th are facing off each other between now and the end of the season, which is just insane. And yep, it's really a game to watch, really. It's going to be very tight. Both drawn in the midweek. I think they're going to draw again here. 1-1. I'm going to enter Portsmouth and Derby now. 17th versus 21st. Portsmouth's been pulled back into the relegation battle. How? Just how? They were on form throughout March, the beginning of March, and then they just fell down. Sorry, because Plymouth set them off. Or was it? I don't know, but last time it was at Derby, and Derby smashed Portsmouth 4-0. And I remember this was actually a big top 2 clash by April, the day after Easter Monday. It was 2-2. What a game it was. And this could be another 2-2. And, well, look, I think that's nice. Yeah, but I think it's really a game to watch, really. It's going to be very exciting to watch. I think 2-2 draw is going to be on the cards. And then there's QPR taking Bristol City now. It's a good game to watch. So Bristol City scores in the 96th minute. I didn't get to watch it because I watched the entire game of it, but I had to switch over the very last minutes to Birmingham's game to watch their promotion celebrations. And credit to Birmingham, but if we're talking about Bristol City, they're up to 5th, and I really think, is it on? Are they going to be in the playoffs? And could we see them in the Premier League next season? That'll be insane for Bristol City, even though they've always been a mid-table club for almost 9 or 8 years. But it's coming to an end in a fashion. But QPR also beat the Doctors 3-1 on Wednesday last night, but I have a feeling Bristol City will win again. I think a 2-1 win to Bristol City for this one. And also, don't forget, we have Monday Night Football. Hull taking Coventry now. That's a good game to watch, really. Hull can't find a way to get 2 dubs in a row, according to said Glimpse, and they're saying how blooming tight it looks. It is really tight, really. Now, if you're around 17th, like Portsmouth, for example, and you slip, like right now, you're in a relegation battle. And that's what happened to Portsmouth. That was a good example, Portsmouth. That was a very good example. And Oxford, but yeah, Oxford, really. Oxford. But it's going to be a good game to watch, really. Hull may actually put. It's going to be very tight. Coventry won in the very last minutes. What a goal it was from them against Portsmouth last night. What a goal. And I haven't been such a good game to watch, really. I have a feeling we're going to have goals, but Coventry will edge it at the end in a 3-2 win to Coventry for this one. But if you were wondering, here are the star predictions right here, and a fantasy team for Game 26. And if it's my predictions, then we can comment down below what your predictions will be. And if you're fans of this video, I've enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys later. Bye!